guys, Lingling is back just to introduce yet another video with me where me and Lauren are discussing China. Weird, whatever. So let's get to it.
I was actually asked this question very recently at the what's it called? The place where you get your residence permit. Do you know what it's called?
Immigration?
No, it's like the local resident, like the temporary. It's like the police office.
Police office.
Yeah. Okay. Well, an Australian guy recently asked me and my husband how the Chinese receive American foreigners. Like how are we received by Chinese people, and also I'm wondering how are Danish people received by the Chinese. I mean, I'd say great.
Yeah, I would say the same. Yeah, for Danish people, the Chinese during their high school years or middle school years, they are always reading the fairy tales from Hans Christian Andersen, who is a Danish author. Yeah, The Ugly Duckling, The Little Mermaid. They all know that, and they know that he's Danish. So they're talking a lot about that, talking about the Danish windmills and the Danish beer and milk. We have a lot of milk and butter selling here, and also Echo shoes.
I didn't even realize that was Danish.
Yeah,
I used to sell those shoes
when
I worked at a department store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
and also here they have only in Jack and Jones and Vera Moda. It's all Danish, so they usually mention those, sometimes a tennis player as well. But I'm just like, sorry, girl. I don't know.
I don't know anything about tennis.
Sorry, I'm just like, exciting. Yeah, I don't know. No, I really don't know. But he's Danish, yeah, sorry, no, I don't know.
That's so funny. Yeah, whatever's like famous in China, like for your home country is what you get asked about the most. Yeah. It's not like, you know.
And you must know because you're from there, so you have to know.
Yeah, like they ask me questions about parties or like I get asked a lot about Hollywood stuff, like movies, TV shows, entertainment. Like America has so much entertainment that people consume in China. Actually, you know, it's a funny one that people watch all the time. House of Cards. People ask me about House of Cards. I don't know.
It's on the Chinese, the Chinese TV app as well.
Yeah, but what's funny is when I lived in Ireland, I got asked weird questions like, do you live in Hollywood? Do you know this celebrity? Do you know like blah, blah, blah? Like they would just name a celebrity. Do you know him? I'm like, no, I don't know him. But no one's asked me that question here in China. I think they know better. So yeah, it's kind of funny. But I think overall, Chinese people are very welcoming towards foreigners.
Very curious, extremely curious about it. Especially if you go to smaller towns, they will approach you all the time, and if they hear you speak Chinese, oh my god, you just never get out of there again. Like literally, just for me and my sister, we're traveling around this really small, like area of small towns, and every time we just went out, everyone would be like, take a picture and come here, and like asking same questions over and over and over again, and it would take hours just to go to the supermarket because everyone was so curious about us.
That's definitely real. I've been like
sensation.
Yeah, there was a few points throughout our time in China. In Nanjing, it didn't happen that often. I mean, we got stared at a lot in Nanjing, like just because people are curious. But when we went to a smaller town near, like outside of Nanjing, there were a bunch of people who came up to us saying, you know, to Eric, because he speaks Chinese, saying that we were the first foreigners they've ever seen. And it was so crazy. They all wanted to take pictures with us, and what you get in this like loop where you can't, like, people keep coming up.
They keep coming, you can't stop it.
Yeah,
you have to be like, I really need to go now, guys. I really need to go.
That happened to me in Hong Kong actually, which is weird because Hong Kong's not very China-y at all.
No,
but it was
more chill about it.
It was Chinese tourists getting off of a China tourist bus. Yeah. But yeah, we got an endless loop of taking pictures, and it was pretty hard to get out of.
They're really excited.
Yeah. Why do Chinese people sound angry?
Yeah.
That's a pretty. I think it's a pretty easy one to answer.
Yeah.
In Western cultures, I feel like I don't know if this is true, but in America, the tone that you, like the inflections and the tones that you put on your words are only driven by emotion. It's nothing to do with what the word means. Like the tone doesn't affect the meaning, it affects the emotion behind the meaning. Yeah, and Chinese has tones that actually affect the meaning. Like everyone's heard ma, ma, ma. ma, like
Yeah.
wait, I
love
can't.
this.
Yeah, everyone's heard
Yeah.
like that example, I think, but like those all mean different things.
Yeah, so there is the one like, okay, this is getting really rude. You can take it out if you want, but like in China there are two, right? So one is just a horse eating grass, and then the other one, if you say it wrong, it sounds like F your mom. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so
So be careful.
you really have to be careful, and if you just like a lighter version is like ma, and ma is it's mom and horse. So
Yeah.
you want to call your mom a horse? Well, I don't know. My mom's not speaking Chinese, so I wouldn't make that. But you know, if you're getting, for me, if I had a Chinese boyfriend, the boyfriend's parents would tell me to call them ma and ba, so for mom and dad. So yeah, if I say it wrong, I could easily say it wrong,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna get awkward.
That's a really common one, I think. Like people yelling like I've heard of like this one girl on YouTube, Sarah something or other. She lives in
Yeah.
China. I think she's from Australia, and she said one time she's with her host family, and she was trying to call her mom over and like ma, instead she went ma, like asking a question like where are you, and everyone's like, what is she talking about? Like she's trying to find her horse.
It can get really complicated.
Yeah,
It
but
can get really complicated.
depending on the tone, if it's that tone that's like ma, like that's like a very like, you know, it's the down. What number is that? I don't even know.
My fourth
So fourth tone sounds angry sometimes.
Yeah, it does, but it's not always like that. And
No.
also like trouble, mafan, it's not like that. That's when you do this. I think it's the third tone, mafan. So that one is trouble. But I would, if I could choose, I'd be like mafan. You know, like I'm angry, it's trouble. But it's not like that. So you can't really, yeah. So I totally get it if it sounds like people are angry, but it's basically just if they're saying 4 words with the fourth tone, then it just sounds like they're more angry.
Yeah, they're not angry. They're just
not
not usually. Yeah, I've seen. I mean, in America, I used to be like, why are they yelling at each other too? Like, I don't know. Do you think their like noise level is also?
Yeah,
higher?
I speak louder when I speak Chinese, actually. Yeah, like when I'm in Denmark, if we're standing in a store and my friend is literally standing just beside me, but because we're speaking Chinese, I just speak such a higher level, like really loudly, and it's not on purpose. It's just I learned Chinese in China, and as I said, to learn as well because there's so many people here, so I feel like you have to be more noisy or else you can't hear the other person. So that's what you should do. But as I said, in Denmark it's really quiet, so when I speak Danish, I speak much a much quiet tone. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's automatically. I think the language is louder, but I think many of the Asian languages are louder.
Yeah, and I've also noticed that like when you walk into a not Carrefour, but well, actually in Carrefour, yeah, they do this. Like a Carrefour, a department store, a big like grocery store, like that's that kind of setup. When you walk in, there's all these people, like employees, yelling. And I'm like, why do people like this? But I think Eric mentioned like it might have something to do with the old days of like the lively Chinese markets. Like it's more valued. Like the noise is like a good thing. In America, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like
calm down.
Calm down.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. Speak at a regular volume.
Chillax.
Yeah, no, people yell here a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. It's not like people are angry all the time. It's just
Restaurants, you walk into restaurants and be like, welcome!
yeah.
How many people?
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
what happened? But it's basically it's just what they do. Like all of the waiters, some restaurants, all of the waiters have to yell welcome.
Yeah.
Every time somebody's there.
And when you leave, it's like Manzola.
Yeah, manzo.
Manzo. Like and one person yells it, and then everybody yells it. It's ridiculous. They like it.
It's quite funny.
I guess.
Yeah. So I would definitely say if you think it's too much noise here, sometimes I think it's too much noise. So I just bring my earphones and then I just listen to music. And I'm like, not today. You know, not today. I just need my 3 minutes alone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna talk to anyone. I'm just gonna pretend I'm not here. You know, I'm just gonna be in my little own world here. So that's how you cope with it. You know.
Yeah. Get some noise blocking headphones.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Easy.
It's fine. That's okay. No worries. I hope you guys like this little discussion, and if you want to see more, please
go straight to Lauren's channel, Lauren Without Fear, so you can see the other things we have been discussing on her channel as well. She just uploaded another part of this blah 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 discussing. In her video we're going to talk about the cost of staying in China and also speaking Mandarin versus not speaking Mandarin in China, how easy it is. So yeah, click, 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 and I'll see you tomorrow. 再见!